Hello, party people. So, I've been thinking about this video for a while, and I was thinking about how it pertains to me, not necessarily other trophy hunters, although I'm sure there are somewhere. I'll show you guys my rank in a second, but I'm clinging on to country rank, the US, 50, rank 50, and I've been below, above, whatever. I've been 49, 48, maybe like 47, 46 a few times, but never lasted. What's always been consistent is relatively around 50. Now, my world rank is, I believe the last time I checked it was like 307. This is the most up-to-date my trophy list has been since making this video. Obviously the world rank is more, for lack of a better term, competitive. But the purpose of this video is, I don't want to say have to, but I want you guys to understand why I am compelled to get these easy platinums that take like what, a minute, less than a minute in some cases. You press one button the whole time. Those kind of shovelware easy platinums. I'm going to show you something first. My cycle of never-ending shovelware easy platinums began around consistently like easy platinum after easy platinum, etc. After I got PlayStation level 999, and so some of you may know I got that around my 1175th platinum. Now I believe the game for that was a full motion video game, which is usually easy platinums, but they actually do require work, and like it takes time though, because you have to watch the whole game. Fortunately, in some full motion video games, you can skip the scenes you already seen. But for all intents and purposes, I have, let me adjust this here. I'm showing you guys what my 1200th easy platinum was, which is just give me 1 second, I'm fucking this up. Which was regardless of the stack, the local stack, let me put it that way, not region stacking. A Year of Springs, that was easy platinum, I remember it. I don't remember anything about the gameplay of it, but I remember the title. Are most of these games forgettable? Of course. Like, what the fuck do you think is going on there? So I was, someone on the PlayStation Network added me, and I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm not sure if he wants, or even she wants to be reviewed. I don't really know anything about them, except they friend requested me, and they had significantly more platinums than I did. In their profile, he or she made a good point that PSN profiles has nothing to do with PlayStation. They're not owned by Sony. PSN profiles. It's not really official. I mean, the algorithm, the numbers, they all make sense. Like the percentages, how they come up with these, it doesn't matter. But the point is, if you have a PSN profile, it really doesn't say that much in relation to Sony. Now, I was talking to eGeorge the other night, and he mentioned there's no leaderboards, no Sony leaderboards. Do you count PSN profiles as a leaderboard? I don't fucking know. Well, I'm just a trophy hunter. I don't fucking know. But the leaderboards would fix everything. There'd be more of a purpose. Unfortunately, PSN profiles would technically be phased out. I don't know. Maybe Sony can buy them. I don't mean to start any rumors or anything, but hypothetically. So A Year of Springs was my 1200th platinum. I was 25 platinums ahead after I took the break from 999. I resumed playing trophy hunting, and 25 platinums later I reached this 1200 one. Now let's go a little bit. We'll scroll a little bit. Let's see. There are a significant number of easy platinums. If you remember correctly, the ZJ, the ball challenge games, these are the earlier ones, hence why there's more platinums available for these games, because they were still being supported. I don't know if they're still being supported. All I know is I don't see any more of these games. Some of these games from Breakthrough Gaming, the Christian-based PlayStation company. I don't know what to call it. So you see, if you can see this correctly, hopefully you can read it easily. Oh shit! I forgot to expand the window. Fuck. All right, let me do that right now. Sorry about this, guys. This might make it easier to see it. Okay, I got it right. Let me fix this. Hopefully I can. No, I cannot. Oh, I think that should be okay for now. Let me see if I could move this. You're seeing all these edits happen in real time here. It's pretty crazy, huh? Okay, whatever. That's close enough. As you can see, we're starting to get into the animal games. Not the stroking ones. That comes a little bit later, I think. So here's some Breakthrough Gaming games right here. Now, in all fairness, me personally, I don't really like Breakthrough Gaming. They're very inconsistent. And to their credit, you do actually have to play the game. Even though, is it a short game? Yes, but then you should have known that, considering you're paying like $2 for this game. I'm just saying, like, by today's standards, maybe not back then, but for now, today's standards says if you're paying 99 cents for a game, it's probably a short game. It theoretically is probably easy platinum. Are there exceptions? Of course. But the point being is that I don't want to say I have to get easy platinums. I want to say, if I want to keep my rank around where it is, to keep myself relevant on PSN profiles, in some part PSN, if you want to think about it like that, I have to do what every other trophy hunter is doing, and that is these easy platinums. Now, the fact that I've expressed that I will never region stack because I refuse to pay any currency in any form for a game I already platinumed, like to PS4, PS3, PS5, PS3, PS Vita, whatever, those are different because they may or may not be cross-buy. Now, if the price is cheap, which generally easy platinums are cheap, let's be real, then maybe I'll pick up the different console stack, which I usually do, I'll admit it. Now, if we keep going up here, you're seeing a lot of Rattle Laika games, and there's more up here. There's more animal games, more Breakthrough Gaming games, and we're just scrolling past Platinum 1200th right now. We're probably approaching 1300 at some point, but you guys can freely go through this on my PSN profile page. I think my screen name's listed in the description. If not, it's not that hard to find me. In all aspects of life, it's not that hard to find me. But yeah, so if you look at this list since after Platinum 1200, the easy platinums already started. Like, let's be real, like, this whole domino effect of it already started. The thing is, it just gets worse and worse after this. And I don't want to lose a semblance of country rank 50. Even though I know, yes, of course, it has nothing to do with Sony. Sony's not going to give me a prize for having X amount of platinums. Is it safe to assume every other serious trophy hunter, in terms of quantity, is doing these easy platinums just like me? I mean, if you want to look for it yourself, just look up other users who have about as many platinums as I do, even less than that, and you'll see they're doing easy platinums too. They might not be doing the same exact ones, but if you're serious about keeping your rank, if you want to stay relevant, like, this is what I signed up for, was to do shit like this. The only difference is I actually find it enjoyable. I actually get some dopamine, some pleasure out of this usually, and I'm fine with that. Now, if you're miserable and you're playing these easy platinums just to, stay relevant, blah blah blah, keep your rank, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, if it's not fun anymore, why even bother trophy hunting then? I mean, obviously these are questions I asked myself at one point when I took that break after PlayStation Level 999 was acquired. I did a lot of soul searching. I know it was just a fucking PlayStation, but like I did, and I realized that I missed it, and I realized that if it makes me happy, if I'm not hurting anyone, including myself or anyone else, why can't I have fun the way I want to have fun? I mean, it's not like I'm breaking the bank, guys. I don't know if you saw the prices of these platinums. I mean, like, if I can afford it, I'm pretty sure anyone else in the world can afford it. Obviously, there are exceptions, etc. Blah blah blah, so forth. So yeah, the easy platinums already started at this point. Because like, if you look at some of the shit, like the Moose Man, that was a real game that took a decent amount of time, but was it an easy platinum? I mean, by bad driver standards, it was because that's probably where I got the walkthrough from. But yes, some of these easy platinums are glitched. Like where is it? I think shit, which one was it? I forgot. There's a few. There's not that many, but some of them are glitched. Like that one platinum where you can just climb up the ladder in that pixelated game, and you just unlock all the trophies through some weird bug. Teleporting that way up the ladder unlocks every single trophy because you just reach the end of the game, which is pretty crazy to me. I'm just saying. I don't know how someone figured that out, but someone figured it out. But yeah, so we're getting into the bowling games from I believe that's also through Breakthrough Gaming. And you will actually find easy platinums of games I already platinumed that I just missed the stack for. So like there might be a random PS4 stack platinum somewhere in here when I already have the PS5 stack, because I didn't realize it was a PS4 stack. And how I come to find that out, I mean, I just spend a lot of time on the fucking PlayStation Store, and both on the console and online on their website, and I see the shit, and like when I see that it's not in my library, I'm like, wait a minute, I did that game before. Why is that not in my library? And they'll say, there's a available PS4 stack. I went over this through the tips for trophy hunters thing, but this is not tips. This is if I was quality or quantity, maybe I had some quantity, whatever, this would be a completely different trophy list. I hope we all know that is true, that it would be a completely different list. If I was playing real AAA games and paying for like $70, $90, $100 for the ultimate editions just because I was that obsessed, like, or maybe I was looking forward to the game that much. Diablo 4. Diablo 4. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, like, again, I'm not saying I have to do this. I'm saying if I want to keep my rank, I have to do this. And I understand that without region stacking, I will never, ever be anywhere close to the top 10. Maybe even farther than that, maybe top 25. I have no idea. If I don't region stack, I'm never going to get there. But am I still trophy hunting according to my personal principles, my values, my interests? Of course. Now, if you're trying to get to number 1 and you're just on PSN profiles and you're looking at all the easy platinums, the top 10, top 5, whatever they're doing, is that really trophy hunting, or is that jumping on a bandwagon? Like, of course it is trophy hunting because you're getting trophies. You're just using a source that I don't want to say most, but like a lot of people would not do. A lot of people don't have that patience to look at someone else's profile on PSN profiles to see what platinums they're missing from their list. Have I expressed this? I expressed that if you look at my trophy list and you see an easy platinum or whatever platinum that I have that you don't have, if you pick it up, that's great. I mean, I'm not advertising for any of these video game companies. I'm not a advertising developer. Like I don't do this shit on the side. I mean, like, but if I can be helpful for someone else's pursuit, then great. But you know, I'm not gonna like hang up posters and be like, if you want easy platinums, come check out my profile. I mean, yeah. So after this, it's just, I don't want to say all goes downhill, but it's pretty bad. Like Zeus Quest, right? That was a sack I was missing. I didn't realize they made a PS4 platform one, so I did it. Is that one of the easy platinums that required more time than usual? Of course. I think it was like a point and click game, and like you had to follow instructions. You had to do it, and it probably took more than an hour. I'm guessing. Oh wait, it tells you, doesn't it? Platinum in 2 hours and 1 minute. I just missed the 2 hour mark. But we're taking a look at this now. See, I have games that don't have platinums. I'm just saying, these 100% games right there. What am I supposed to say? Like I'm not some sort of messiah. I'm not the second coming of trophy hunting. Like what can I say that will help you in finding the way you want to pursue trophy hunting? Maybe it's more casual. Maybe it's more rigid and strict. Now, at the end of the day, Sony's making money, and like we all, again, I was talking to eGeorge about this. We all heard about that article where Sony was taking steps into preventing repetitive games that only change like the animal. They only change one thing, and it's the same fucking game. So the argument behind that was that AAA games and, you know, arguably good games were being overshadowed. Their spot was being taken by people who buy a lot of easy platinums. Now, why is like a mid-level, even a AAA game, why are they not being advertised on the front page of PlayStation Store? Now, the thing is, they couldn't be because the easy platinum had gotten so much momentum. So that's why they appeared in the earlier pages more. And the developers were not cool with that. The real game developers, for real games, of course. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, like, I don't know what number I'm on right now. I wish it would list it, but, you know, obviously PSN profiles is not perfect as well. Just like the PlayStation Store, which is really weird sometimes. I'll try to mention this in another video, maybe a short, but there's a trick to finding the Marcy's Adventures game. I forget what it's called. It's MARSI apostrophe S, I believe. And it's an easy platinum that when you search for it in the PlayStation Store, you can't find it. I found it through playing a game, and it recommended that game for me at the bottom, and I was like, oh, I forget what game that was. Hopefully you can find it if you're looking for it. But is it an easy platinum? Yes. Was it a bad driver? Yes. Now, is it easy to find in the store? For some reason, it wasn't for me. And I don't think I was the only one that encountered that weird, I don't know if you call it a bug. I have no idea. But some of these games do go under the radar. Like, there's gotta be easy platinums out there that bad driver and overhyped gamer, the people I follow, must have forgotten or never saw in the first place. Like, they stopped doing these easy platinum shovelware things. They stopped making guides for those because like, it's the same fucking game every time. Why do you need a guide for the same fucking game? You just get a list. You get a list and you can platinum these games whenever you want. Now, do you have to buy them? Of course. What the fuck do you think this is? You think this is like the free land of video games and like video games are just dispersed for charity? I mean, it's all about the money. Money over everything. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at this at the same time I'm looking at this, okay, so King Oddball was basically like the most difficult game, 100% game that I've had among the sea of easy platinums. If we keep going up, I don't know what the fuck the next game is, man. Like, I mean, John Fart, Texiverse of Craziness. I mean, that was a game. I mean, sort of. So it was sort of a game, right? There's FMV games, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. So if we keep going, it's not pretty. I'll admit that right now. It's not pretty. Um, look at this string of Stroke the Animal games that I got over here. These were all the PS4 versions. I think there only PS4 versions. I don't remember. There might be PS5. I don't know. Do you think I remember all these easy platinums? I mean, like I said, I remember the title. In some cases, I remember the thumbnail. But like for the most part, are these forgettable? Of course. Would it be a crime if you forgot them? Obviously not. Like, no one's giving video game awards to these rather likely games on the award show every year. But yeah, it's pretty bad, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking bad. Now, in my defense, am I playing Genshin Impact in my spare time? Of course. This is like the only fucking game I play besides these platinums. I am disappointed that Genshin Impact did not release another set of trophies for Sumeru, the latest region. They were doing like, I think they did like 2 different sets and they just stopped. So maybe the next one won't come until, I think Fontaine is next, the next region. It's a hydro area, so the Archon will be there. I'll pick them up. Now if we look at, what else are we looking at here? The pedestrian, that was oh yeah, that was easy platinum. Holy shit, in 5 minutes. Goddamn. The first stack took me like 20 minutes. But once you get to know how to play the game, in many cases it's pretty easy. Greece, or am I saying that right? Greece. That also had a PS5 stack. I remember the PS4 stack, and it was a pretty good game. It's obviously it didn't take me 2 days straight to platinum it, but like you could take your time with it. Yeah, you could definitely take your time with it. There's like one platinum breaker trophy, but you just have to practice to get it. It's when you try to avoid the snake. You guys will see what I'm talking about if you play it, or will play it. Yeah. Oh, what's this? The Last of Us Part 2. Wow, how did that get there? I don't have the 100% I do have the platinum. I don't have the fucking 100% yeah. Oh, some of these Pretty Boys Klondike Solitaire games. I'm just saying, this was actually a challenging game because like everything had to fall into place when you're playing solitaire and you draw the 3 cards at once. That's fucking hard as hell, man. I'm just saying, like, it was not easy. Was it challenging and fun? Yes, it was. Yes, I will admit that it was challenging and fun. Now, getting there on top here. So I'm working on Life is Strange Remastered. You might have seen the Before the Storm further down, the remastered one, of course. And finally, I will play Life is Strange True Colors. Finally, that will happen. It just took a long fucking time. I mean, like, to get there. Like, I was waiting for a sale. I was waiting for, like, when I didn't have as many time-consuming easy platinums. What is your definition of a time-consuming easy platinum? How many hours does it need to be for it to be time-consuming? I mean, personally, I consider between 5 to 10 hours. That's a decent platinum right there. Even if it's easy, like 5 to 10 hours is a significant amount of time, especially if you work and like you only have time on the weekends to play. Now, fortunately, I'm not in that situation as bad, but do I get burned out? What the fuck do you think? Do you think I'm like fucking Superman of PlayStation here? No, I get burned out sometimes. And the best thing that I would advise you can do in that situation is take a fucking break. Like, miss your PlayStation. don't feel obligated to turn it on just because you know you're gonna use it every day. Like just back up the truck now, take a breath, and go outside. Take a break. For all I care, play Xbox. For I don't fucking know. Like play a PC game, something else that does not revolve around trophies. Because then you will realize that you miss it. Because you'll get this really hard, tasks done in a game, and there's no record of it. There's no trophy system, achievement system. How are you supposed to prove that you did that? That's just the way I look at it. But hey, whatever. Wow, this video is longer than I expected. Okay, here's my my stats right here. Let me move my window out of the way. My bad. As you can see, country rank 50. That's green because I guess it's up. Is it up? No change this last week, so I'm holding on to that 50 spot. Holding on for dear life. 307 world rank. I went down. What was it? Down 3. Holy shit, that's pretty bad. So I was close to breaking 300, but like even if it happens, it's not a big deal because I don't think it's a big deal. I don't know. Maybe some people do, but yeah. So here are my stats. Feel free to look at them. As you can see, in the upper left is my PlayStation username. I mentioned my YouTube in there, and if you're watching this right now, most likely you're on YouTube, and hopefully you're subscribed to me. I'm not gonna do that shit, okay? I'm not gonna. I know what you're thinking I was gonna say after that. That's not gonna happen, because I'm not a beggar. I'm not a beggar, damn it. Anyway, no, honestly, even though I say that all seriously, like it's all in good fun. Like, if you really like my shit, you'll like my shit. If you don't, then I hope one day I can change your mind, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So if the trophy system, the leveling kept going, I don't know how they figured this out, but my level after 999 would be 1290. How they figured that out, I don't know, but does it make sense? I guess I don't fucking know. So yeah, so this is my video about my explanation as to why trophy hunters like me are doing this easy platinum shit, even though we're complaining about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I want this shit to stop. I want to go back to playing normal games that take like at least a few hours. Like, I want enjoyable games. I don't want just the dopamine. I don't want just the trophy popping to like alert me and make me think, wow, I accomplished something. No, I actually want to play maybe a inexpensive, short, and maybe somewhat challenging game, and that'll be that. Ratalaika will still exist because they make real games. Like, you can actually beat them if you wanted to, whereas once you get a platinum in these shovelware games, why would you play it again? Why would you ever play some of these games again that like you get the platinum and you're done with it? Are you gonna load it up and show all your friends about the Stroke the Animal game? Are you gonna brag about it? Like, there's a reason why Sony allows you to hide certain games, therefore hiding the trophies. There's a reason why you're allowed to do that. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm way off base. Maybe I'm speculating. I don't know, but that feature exists for a reason. I'm just saying. But alright, guys. I hope that answered some questions in terms of like why my trophy list looks the way the shit it looks. Now you know. And I mean, as long as they're going to continue to be cheap, I won't have as many qualms, as many regret or second thoughts about getting them. And for me, that's working out. It might not work out for you, but it works for me. And hopefully I've helped someone who is struggling with trophy hunting in this golden age of platinums, this easy platinums. Alright, guys. If I seem kind of, I don't know, dejected or kind of negative about it, trophy hunters, well, some, I would say most trophy hunters want this shovelware shit to stop. We want to be on the same playing field than someone with a big ass wallet who's buying all the easy platinums. And to stay relevant, to stay ranked, we need to consider doing the shovelware, because we can't keep up with quote unquote rich trophy hunters. We can't keep up with people who like play PlayStation like more than 12 hours a day. We can't keep up with that. So what we can keep up with, we're trying to. And maybe I shouldn't say we so much, but me personally, like I said, I'm holding on that 50 spot on the country rank for dear life. And the more time that passes by, the more likely I'm going to miss a platinum, and eventually I will no longer be anywhere close to country rank 50. And that's okay, because I got as far as I thought I could get, and I have proof of that. Like, wait, does trophy hunting matter to me more since I stream, I record this stuff on YouTube and use as content on my YouTube channel? Of course. Like, would I be getting all these easy platinums and increasing my total platinum count? Like, if you guys notice, I grouped together a video of every 100 platinums I get, or, you know, technically, yeah, it would technically be 100 platinums, even if you include the 100% games. So it's just, I have other purposes for my trophy hunting. But if obviously if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't have social media where you're bragging about this shit, then you have less pressure. But me, other trophy hunters, we're just trying to stay alive, man. We're just holding on for dear life. And me personally, I want the shovelware to stop. I'm tired. I'm to an extent embarrassed, but at the end of the day, don't tell me how to run my PlayStation account. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I know I was doing an outro, it's building up to it several times, but I just have a lot to say about this topic, and I think a lot of people out there need to be cognizant of the situation that is going on right now with the shovelware. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Thanks for listening.